Hey guys, 15th of August. Been kind of hot and dry and humid up here in northeast Georgia this summer. But it has brought the creek down quite a bit, and I've been able to access some places that I haven't been in well over a year, and been able to find some pretty neat stuff, and just not doing a whole lot anymore. I'm trying to get out there maybe every other week or so. I just turned 68. And it's just getting harder and harder to do, guys. And I still like doing it, but you're not going to see as many videos from me as time goes on. Got other things going on also. So anyway, so we're talking about tools here, guys. I mean, here's our modern tools that we use for all kind of different things. And the Native American people did the same. They made tools out of stone for a lot of different purposes, and this is what we're talking about here. We're not talking about points or blades. Most all of this stuff is not napped. It's chipped, pecked, and then ground or polished. So these are Agrarian tools for the most part. Probably most of it out of the Woodland period. So let's go ahead and get started, and we'll start up here. Kind of with tools, a lot of times you're speculating about what the use was on them. And this is a little granite piece here. It's kind of interesting. It's really flat on this one edge here. It's been chipped and polished. It's almost like a clamshell shaped piece. Got a lot of staining right in here. That's I don't believe that's creek stain. I think that's probably from grains and nuts. So it could have been a type of grinding tool. I'm not really sure. Anyway, I thought that was pretty neat. Here's some polishing stones here. These are used for a lot of different things, finishing off tools, bigger tools, plus finishing out pottery was a big thing they use these for also. I know a lot of people don't realize that, but this particular tool here, little finger held piece. It's black granite. I'm pretty sure this was probably used for working out the inside of a clay pot, smoothing it out. It's shaped in a way that would work perfectly for that. Again, I'm not 100% sure. The sides have all been worked down here, polished, where the fingers would be pinching it, and you'd have your index finger up here. But that's a perfect little piece that would work well for finishing out the inside of a pot. Here's another piece here. It's more of a rectangular piece here. It's really highly polished, and got a little bit of quartz in mixed with this, more quartz than about half and half with the black granite. A lot of crystals in it. It's gritty. This piece was used quite a bit. It tapered a little bit on both ends, but this thing was used quite a bit. There's the side there. A little bit of staining on each side. Here's a long linear piece here. Doubt this was used for working pots. This was probably more for bigger tools. A little dimple in the back, you see that a lot. And here's a quartzite piece here. See the wear around the edges. It's a good way to know that this was actually a tool. If you had really sharp edges around here, you're probably looking more at a kind of a break. But this was used quite a bit with that wear around it. It's just a little finger held piece. A little chipping work or pecking work done there on the top. Alright, let's move on to these oval pieces here. I'm not 100% sure. Could be hammerstones or manos. I'm thinking this piece more, maybe more hammerstone because the size of it's pretty small. And the edges are a little rough on it where they probably struck it. You can see where they were striking on the edges. A little perfect oval on this one. It's quartz. I know this is, well, pretty sure it's hammerstone. So you got staining there in the back and then on the other side here. And then you got the rough edge here. So pretty common up here that these hammerstones are going to be either worked or either the striking surface is going to be only on one side. You see other oval shaped hammerstones that where they worked them all the way around, which is more likely what they did with this piece here. But this is not common. This is very rare to see one like this up here. Not real sure on this one. This may be a mano. Don't see a lot of you know, a lot of chip marks around the edges. That is quartz and feldspar. A lot more quartz and feldspar, but that might be a mano. It could have been just worked in a cupped out rock on the side of the creek. Here's a piece of solid quartz here. The yellowing is patina. This would have been snow white in its preformed state. Don't see any chipping around the edges, so that, I don't know, that may be a mano also. A couple little scrape blades, and these were, see if we can get her to focus. Same issues as always up here, just a poor signal where I live, and that affects my ability to film. But these are little scrape blades, and very common up here where they would use granite, and they would grind the edge down until it got dull, and they would just regrind it. They didn't nap it. But you can see how this thing had been ground on this one surface here. It's all been ground down. Same thing on this piece here. Ground edges. Just what they did up here. You know, a lot of it had to do with the material that they had available. Almost no chert here. They did have quartz, but it apparently easier for them just to grind these things than to nap them. This is that black granite also. Three small palm grinders here we'll look at. It's a grinding surface there. You can see the chipping work on the edge on the side here on this piece. These are like what I call little palm grinders, even a little bit even smaller than that. A little grinding surface there. And again, you see the wear around the edges. Not sharp. If it was sharp, it would have probably been a broke piece. And all this chipping work in here, so you kind of can fit your fingers in there. That's kind of crudely made. Same with this piece. This is quartz. Chipping work around the edges in the front. And that's the grinded surface there. Again, the wear around the edges, something you want to look for. Crude piece also. Another one here. This surface on this one was starting to go away. Could have been just a discarded piece. Interesting to see how they've chipped it right there. It'll be for the index finger there. It's kind of long linear chips through there. You see that a lot, and I would love to have been able to see how they do that, but we weren't there. But I see that a lot on my tools. Staining there where they've kind of slipped their finger down a little bit further. Alright, let's get into the big grinders. This was found up in Two Forks. It's a big one. Got it all notched out. This is a left-handed piece. Notched on this side. This thing would have been held like that. And look at the wear. The surface is kind of starting to go away a little bit. Still in good shape. You see all that surface coming off up on that tip. They get up, they get these things up on the tip like that at times, but you kind of get worn there on the edges on the front end. But this, you can see where they've polished the sides here, chipped and polished, rounded off. This is a very common design. Probably about a 3-pound stone there. Interesting piece. I don't find a whole lot of gray granite that that they use, but there's some out there. This is, I assume, a big grinder, but you can see all the chipping work that they've done on this stone, all in the back. And this is kind of an odd shape stone to me for a grinder. It just they chip that and then they would polish it to some degree, just enough to where it wouldn't be uncomfortable in the hand. I'm pretty sure this is the grinding surface. It's real gritty here and it's smoother on the top here. But you can see where they've worked this top, got in some little bit different layers of granite here, a little bit lighter. And this is quite a bit smoother than the other side. Have no idea how they held this piece. I've tried it in both hands. I'm just not real sure. Really old quartzite piece here. And the notch in here. This is a right hand piece, so your thumb would go up in there. You can see where the stained a little bit here. Really kind of a crude piece in a way. You see the chipping kind of similar to that other piece, that linear chipping work that's done up here. That's for your index finger there. And this side's chipped and polished to some degree. And that's your grinding surface there. Good bit of wear there too. Another little small grinder, and this one's kind of a little bit, I don't understand a little bit anyway. They took all this area out on this stone. I'm not sure why. That's been all pecked out and polished for some reason. I don't know. That's your grinding surface there. This is gray granite also. Don't know. All right, a couple more pieces here. This is a piece I found up in Two Forks. This is basalt. Really hard, super hard. And this piece has been polished all the way around, roughly polished. And I have no idea what this piece was used for. I have my ideas, but I don't know for sure. This would make a perfect Warren piece. It's relatively light. It's very hard. This would be a almost ideal size. You don't want a real heavy club or Warren piece to go off to war, because you would have to travel a lot of times long distances, but that would have been hafted really nice, and that would have worked well for a Warren piece. A lot of people think they use big heavy stones to go, to make Warren clubs and things like that, but they didn't, because they did have to travel sometimes long distances. You don't want to go to war and be worn out when you get there. So anyway, that's what I'm thinking. The only thing about this piece is it's beveled on this end. They beveled it down for some reason, and I don't know. Could have been some kind of tool, although a Warren club is a type of tool. All this has been polished, both sides and around these edges. All right, now we're getting into pestles. I know this doesn't look like what you normally see, but it's a pestle. This is feldspar, but mostly quartz. They've taken this whole side off right here, and this is your grinding end of the pestle here. It would have been worked in a mortar of some kind. Taking this side down here. You can see the wear. All that quartz feldspar is just completely smoothed off, worn off. Alright, now I'm going to really throw you a curve here. This is a piece of quartzite here. This has been taken out. It's a rectangular shape. It's taken off here. Taken off here, and it's all been polished to some degree, taken off here. But this is a little small pestle also. And that's your grinding end of this piece here. This would have been worked in a little small mortar, or maybe some other kind of cupped out stone, small cupped out stone. Let's see all the wear around the edges here. Just a little small finger held pestle. Don't know what they would round up in this. Don't know. That's what this is. Believe it or not. Been doing a long time, guys. All right, that's it for today. Got a few more things here that we can look at. Get this cleared out and categorized, and we'll do another video here maybe in about a week. Hope you guys are doing well. We'll talk to you later.